7,000 is a beautiful number. It is round. It is whole. It is easy to remember. And that matters. Human beings naturally tend to perceive and organize the world in a linear, numerical way. Because of that, round numbers become psychologically reactive points, prices that people naturally notice, remember, and respond to. The same is true for 8,000. Now imagine that 7,000 is 0 and 8,000 is 1. The distance between them becomes a complete range. At 7,618, we are exactly 61.8% of the way from 7,000 to 8,000. In other words, the price itself contains a Fibonacci relationship. This is what I call Fibonacci price. When Fibonacci ratios manifest directly inside the price itself, they can become points where price reacts, not because the market is consciously calculating Fibonacci, but because human behavior creates structure around meaningful numerical levels. Now look at the prices and points marked on the chart. Notice how many of them contain 618. That is not simply about drawing a Fibonacci tool over a chart. The Fibonacci relationship is already embedded within the numbers themselves. And now look even closer. The Fibonacci ratios created by these prices begin to converge with the Fibonacci ratios generated by the extension tool, stretched across the first 3 pivot points. The same geometry starts appearing from different measurements. That is what makes this interesting. The more you observe the chart, the more you begin to notice that many of the reaction points contain recognizable Fibonacci relationships within the price itself. At first, you might think it is simply coincidence. So remember these numbers: 236, 382, 618, 786, 272. Once you start looking for them, you may notice something different. Prices containing these ratios begin to stand out. And when they align with other Fibonacci structures on the chart, they can become areas where price reacts, accelerates, pauses, or reverses. Maybe the numbers themselves are not the cause, but the geometry they reveal may be telling us something about how human beings interact with price. The Fibonacci sequence does not have to exist only as a tool we draw on the chart. Sometimes, the Fibonacci relationship is already inside the price itself.